Scorpio, I am seeing that you have all the tools you need to make something work, okay? You're coming up with the tools card, make it work. Like the universe is saying, you got the tools and you got the power. All right, and I'm seeing many choices is coming up as well. You may have more options than you think of. Sometimes that can be like Seven of Cups energy. I do see it coming up in your tarot reading. We'll get into that a little later. But there's a lot of choices. Some of these choices may be stressing you out, but you're going to find the answers to them, okay? And it's may have to do with relationships, business partnerships, office coworkers, things of that nature, or relationships in real life too. Sometimes career reading, but sometimes life can trickle in. And I see the universe is trying to send you signs. They're trying to help you along, okay, with this energy, guys. All right. So comment down below, by the way, if the message resonates, and personal reads, guys. You can see my profile page. Book anytime. All right. So I see here, there we go. Angelic guidance, universal signs, kind of similar energy, and I see judgment. You guys may be doing a lot of soul searching right now, okay? Trying to figure things out. But you were headed to some type of firecracker energy where it's all this joy and positivity around and fun, good fortune, and phoenix rising energy as you keep moving along, okay? And I also see abundance and prosperity coming up here. Now, there is this sense of regret I see coming up in your reading, okay? And by the way, also new life, okay? And star power is shining. I just want to, and new beginnings. A lot of new beginnings, but that's consistent there. Let's get to this regret and intuition or silence, high priestess. You may not be discussing it, and maybe you're trying to trust your intuition in regards to some type of regret or haunting loss. Now this card, the other wisdom in it is that he's paying attention to the cards that are the cups that are spilled instead of what is still full, okay? And cups can be refilled, right? So there's something there that could be some pessimism for some of you, take it how it resonates. But I do see when I clarify what's that about, because we have, I see 50-50, and then something in regards to what you love, someone you love, okay? Maybe on your mind, even in your career decisions, things like that, okay? And I see you are becoming self-aware. You're maybe doing a lot of reflecting. There could be, self-appreciation. Maybe also you may be dealing with someone who's a narcissist, insecure, making comparisons. This is like really going within and figuring it out, because I see regrets, okay? But it's also saying the past cannot be changed. It's over. There may be some minor problems depending, on how hard this hits you, okay? With this deck, because I do see there is going to be some turn of events here. Three of Cups. Now, that's reunions, dating, networking. So let's say something went wrong at work or in your life. This is like reuniting good times in work. That could be networking, meeting new people. And I see the sun, okay? That is clarity, happiness, success, vitality. And right next to it wanted to be the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Higher incomes, working on something. If this is actually a love dynamic coming out in your career reading, because it's really what's dominating your guys' energy, then that is like working on it again, okay? So it's like things will get better, but most of you it's going to be higher incomes or something, because I do see Five of Pentacles. Sickness, poverty, financial issues, walking away from things that no longer serve you, or taking an emotion hiatus. Someone may have put distance if this is for love too. And I see Six of Swords, healing, moving on to calmer waters. That could be moving. And I see Four of Pentacles, now being able to save money. See, if you had financial issues before, there's something you may be changing in your career life that's helping you save money, helping you, getting you to this new life, fresh perspective, and then I see the Fool, and this is another new beginning card, okay? Taking a leap, taking a risk on something. It may require cutting something out. I see the Three of Swords. I see some sadness hitting you coming up here, but I see higher incomes indicated again, or being giving or receiving help. And then the Empress, okay? That is birth of new age, love, abundance, all that good stuff. But for some reason, sorry if you guys heard that, me touching the mic, I see it's like you have all the tools you need, but you may be overthinking, right? And then there's this shift to Page of Wands, putting yourself out there, being fearless, deciding to go left or right. For a side note, some of you may be confused about a legal decision or business matter with justice or apologies or something like that. And I see Nine of Swords, a lot of anxiety, guilt, stress around this, okay? So it may be a business is something affecting your life, but overall there's concern and stress, and I see it coming up in your reading affecting you, Scorpio. But it's like main male, main female. You're going to step into your energy, be main character energy, and I see some good fortune coming your way. It's coming up rising from the grave, universal signs, figuring things out, you know, after all of this kind of energy and maybe reflection. Okay, on what decision you want to make. All right, but you have a lots of good things. All right, keep in mind, surrender to the universe is coming out a lot in your reading. Okay, and trust. And then the microphone, putting yourself out there like star power. It's also speaking up, news, broadcast, social media, whichever. Okay, so they wanted me to tell you about this eclipse. I was trying to wrap up reading. I think we went through all the cards, right? Yes. But they wanted me to tell you about this eclipse. This is going to be for some of you. Union of opposites, okay? Loss of power, sudden darkness, some type of reveal. This could be big shifts in your life, okay? Especially with the union of opposites, okay? And I see repair, fixing something, working on it, okay? So, Scorpio, I hope those messages helped light and love to you guys.